It's Tim Brown.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, you're good to go, honey.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Monroe County Industrial Development Corporation full board meeting for November 9th, 2021. And we're calling this meeting to order. And I'd like to go with the approval of the prior last month's meeting minutes. We need a motion to approve those minutes from October 13th.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 No objections, all right. Is Kevin around, Kevin Loki?
I don't see Kevin today. No.
Okay, we're gonna skip. We'll go with Greg Genovese,
Thanks, Anif. Good morning, everyone.
financial report.
You got it. October results, again, moving forward pretty consistently. Cash is pretty consistent where it was at the end of December. I want to really talk about the emergency loan receivable program, where we are today. So we've received about $600,000 back from the county, and we expect to receive, I would say, almost all of that $1,095,000 back. There may be a couple 5 to 10 recipients that we may not be reimbursed for due to the fact that they are no longer in business, but I'm fairly confident that that number is going to be minimal. So, I would expect to see most, if not all of that $1,095,000 in receivable turned into cash by the end of the year. So again, that would get us almost to about, $6 million in the cash accounts by the end of the year. The county, I believe, has to disperse all of those funds by the end of the year. So, again, we'll update each month as we go. The team has been working diligently to get a hold of all the recipients because, again, just so you understand the process, we have to get in touch with them in order for them to complete the paperwork, for them to turn it in order for them to get reimbursed. So, there was, a couple months ago, there was probably 60 or folks and companies we haven't heard from, but that number's down to about a little over 10. So we're making a lot of progress there.
And if we don't get those resolved by the end of the year, we end up eating it. Is that what goes on?
Yes.
Okay,
It's a loan. They'll have to
Yeah.
pay,
It's a loan. Yes, it's a loan.
and we'll pursue them. Right. That's the plan.
In addition, the revolving loan fund, you can see, that number has gone up, but that's due to that, the Zweigel's loan that was issued, I believe, in October of $500,000. So, again, in terms of where we are, if you take that out, we've received a little over $150,000 of principal throughout this year and continue to receive payments on those as scheduled. Everything else on the balance sheet is pretty consistent. Like I said, going into our last quarter here, the statement of, activities, like I said, is strong compared to, what we had budgeted for. Our 504 revenue, like I said, is approximately, it's about $15,000, $17,000 a month in revenue there. You can see our interest income on the loans has gone up because our portfolio has gone up. So as we, issue more loans, we generate a little bit more income there. The $240,000 that we received this past month is the reimbursement on the Make Monroe Home program, which was, sharing in some of those costs that we received. We received that check from the housing partnership in October. So those funds are $240,000 that we received back from them. Overall, like I said, expenses are in line and better than budget. We're at about a $286,000 deficit through October. As we get close to the year end, I would project that we're going to probably end up around a $400,000 deficit, which is quite better than what we have budgeted for. And again, 2020 was a hard year to compare to just because of COVID and everything else going on. So I look back to the numbers in 2019, just for a little perspective. Our deficit, our overall loss in 2019, if you kind of compare apples to apples, was about $950,000. So we've made a lot of progress. Like Anna said, when we talked about our budget, I think it was last month. We're not quite all the way there yet with a balance, but again, we are making some significant improvements on certainly the spend portion and the things that we can certainly control there. So, like I said, overall, we anticipate having a loss, which is about half of what we had budgeted for. So, again, pretty good financial performance through 10 months so far.
Greg, would the loss be contributed to us trying to get those loans returned before the end of the year?
No, not necessarily. Remember, those don't really those loans don't really hit our what I would say our loss. They affect our cash, but they don't affect our statement of activities, because when we loan the money out and we get it back in, it all kind of stays on our statement of financial position. So it doesn't affect our ins and outs on our statement of activities. So there's really no effect. We don't have much of effect for any anticipated losses on the loans there.
Any questions for Greg? Okay, so we're gonna move to executive session. I need a motion to enter executive session for a loan request.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
I'll
Rizzo.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions here? Okay.
Hold on.
All right, so we're in Lydia.
Oh, one moment. I'm sorry to interrupt. Robin is behind the camera this morning and she just needs a second to ensure that we're off the YouTube stream while
Okay,
we're in executive session.
I
right.
don't know what she's doing. Can you stop it? I don't know how to stop it.
I think you just end it. Yeah, you just X out, Robin, and then you'll go back in
If I
and
hit pause.
Yeah, you could hit pause.
oh, there you go.
Pause will make it to where.
Okay, paused.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, Allison's here. Wait,
They're frozen on the
Yeah, 'cause I gotta go
YouTube
back
screen,
to
but they're
Zoom.
not frozen
Oh,
on
okay, yeah.
Zoom, so we
Oh,
should be okay. So why don't we, in the interest of time, Robin is finding out right now if she's texting Rachel Barinello to see if we're actually still live on YouTube. If anybody on the screen is actually tuned into our YouTube stream and has noticed that we've paused, let us know. Sorry, we're down a soldier this morning, so we're